the Australian Grand Prix. We've had an nap and a bit of a refresh, and we are back, and we will start off with Oscar Piastri, his home race. And about half an hour before the race, the cars were making their way to the grid, and Piastri ended up in the wall. He ripped off the front left tyre, damaged the front wing, and that was it for him. He was not starting. The Australian curse hits again. Nico Hülkenberg was looking like he could start, and then they had an issue with the car. The car basically wasn't sending any data back to the pit wall, and it had no GPS. They tried to get it fixed, tried to get it started so it would start from the pit lane. They couldn't get that fixed either, so we had 20 cars in the grid like we did last season because 2 of them were not starting. From the race start, Leclerc all the way from P4 to P1. Someone might have had a bet on Leclerc to be leading after lap 1. But yeah, the launch in that Ferrari was brilliant, and we had a good 10-lap battle between Leclerc and Russell. And then we had our first virtual safety car, which was Hajar out of the race. First virtual safety car of many it was. And most of the grid came into pit. Ferrari's strategy hit again. I honestly believe Ferrari could have been competing for a race win there if they had just followed Mercedes' strategy and stuck with them. Hamilton was saying during the race, why have we not brought at least one of the cars in, which I would agree with. Why would you not bring one of the cars in under a safety car? Because we were close to the pit window as well. But yeah, a few incidents under investigation. Leclerc was getting looked at for aggressive defence. We had Perez and Lawson battling again. In fact, one thing I forgot to mention from the race start, which they never spoke about in the live feed, was I believe it was Lawson who had a slow start, and Colapinto had to squeeze that car between Lawson and the wall. I'm sure it was Lawson and Colapinto, but yeah, if I can find a footage or a clip of it, I'll show it to you now on the screen. But yeah, such a close instant there. On lap 14, we seen Alonso coming into the pits, and he stood there for a while and then came back out. Aston Martin basically just treated this as a practice session. They had Alonso in and out, they had Stroll in and out, although I think Stroll was actually classified as a finisher in the end, so well done Aston Martin. He's impressed everybody. We didn't think he was going to get this far into the race. On lap 19, we also seen Valtteri Bottas's Cadillac pull over, which sounded like a serious issue as he was asked to pull over immediately. That closed in the pit lane and bringing out the virtual safety car once again. We've seen Alonso back out in lap 26 and then back in lap 37. Lap 34, we seen another virtual safety car. We expected Bert Nylander to have quite a busy day today, but it wasn't out at all. We just used the good old virtual safety car. Yeah, lap 34, we seen Perez, a part of his Cadillac flying off. And then towards the end of the race, we seen Norris and Verstappen battle, but Verstappen couldn't make that move. But P20 all the way up to P6, a good day for, well, Verstappen, not Red Bull, as Hajar. He was looking so strong at the start of the race as well, but couldn't make it to the end due to a car issue. But yeah, plenty of car issues. We had 5 cars out of the race due to issues, or crashes as well. But yeah, a lot of people are saying it wasn't a good Grand Prix. I actually fairly enjoyed it. I would have preferred if it was at a reasonable time and not 4 in the morning, but I thought it was okay. And remember, it's the first race of the new era, so we've got plenty of improvement to make. But let me know down below what you think of the Australian Grand Prix.
Yeah, just like this, here for the night. You ain't burning, just keep watching. Just keep watching.